So today is all about improving our skills. There's an obvious link between that and becoming a better professional, better connected professional, and therefore turning out better, more competitive, more successful product. That's the reason pretty much why Creative Europe invests over 7 million euros into training programs, so that we help the audiovisual workforce, people who work in the sector, continuously improve their skills.
Hello, my name's Alex Marshall, and I'm a training-aholic. I've been about 5 years clean now, but I thought it'd be quite useful if I came up and talked about my addiction to hopefully help with any of you who have a similar problem. Like many people, I started off with a few short courses at the NFTS. Before I knew it, I'd hit the slippery slopes and I was addicted to the media business school. Yeah, I got chances that I probably wouldn't have got, or I would have struggled to get, and I would have taken a lot longer to get if I'd have just worked my way through the ranks.
For us, it's really about helping participants to think bigger, to think beyond your national boundaries, to sort of create new opportunities, and importantly, as I've just had experience of, developing global peer networks that really help you to sort of think differently. And I think in this competitive environment, the ability to think differently, to have a different perspective, is what can really set you outside of the competition.
Inside Pictures is pretty unique in that it offers people who are already at quite a senior level the opportunity to up their game, to increase their networks, and to get a really, truly 360-degree view of the industry. It allows people to go to LA and the US and to really see the inside track on the Hollywood studios and also the independent sector.
Legal issues and financial issues are absolutely crucial if you would like to navigate this arena professionally. So we are really focusing on that, but also I think the networking is a very important part. In our seminars you usually have a mix of people coming from more than 10 different countries in one room, so there's a great opportunity of doing sort of international, pan-European networking.
It's very good for developing yourself, going to another level professionally, because most of the people that come are experienced of their own country but want to develop more knowledge of Europe and how you can work, particularly in European co-production. Many people who come will continue to work with those people for probably 10 or 20 or 30 years into the future. So it's extremely good for creating long-term professional relationships which enable co-production, financing of projects to happen.
So we help media professionals engage with audiences across the multiple platforms and devices they now use. So we're helping them both create, produce, finance and distribute new types of stories and old types of stories as well. What we're really trying to get them to look is at users and audiences. What are their motivations? Why do they want to get engaged in the kind of creative content that you're making? You know, what you're trying to communicate. I think really careful about who the users and audiences are now that they're not just on very simple platforms like in the past.
IFLAB is very important. Why? Because it's one of the only training initiatives that really focuses on the team spirit and how to work together as a team on the storytelling, on the design and on the code. Working together or in an interactive area, it's very difficult because what about how do you do the design, who is your user, so the whole user experience, and how do you design your project to get closer to your users so that people at the end of the day look and see what your product is.
We handpick 20 directors from all over Europe and we pair them in teams of 2 and we bring them to Copenhagen for 10 days of workshop. And by the end of the workshop they have to have come up with an idea together that they want to make into a film. And then they have a year to do it. We give them a bag of gold, not a big bag, but some money up front to just get started. And then we spend a whole year with them, bringing them to markets, brainstorming with them, following the process all the way to the end. I really want to encourage creative people to work closely together across borders, not necessarily only financially, but also creatively.
Oh, Berlinale Talents is a huge event, so it gathers 300 filmmakers. We call them film professionals because they are coming from 12 different fields of work, and all these filmmakers coming from around the world. So last year we had 75 countries represented. We have them in Berlin for 6 days for a summit program where they get to know each other better, where they talk a lot, learn a lot. But on the other side, they can also come with their projects, they can also work on these projects. So in the end, it's a huge melting pot. We call it sometimes a film festival without films.
Independent Cinema Office runs the training course Developing Your Film Festival every year in Croatia in July during the Motovan Film Festival. It's for film festival managers and programmers, and it's a chance to get away from it all and network and learn new skills, develop your skills in sponsorship, fundraising, working with press, working with volunteers, and then how to make your festival better, basically.
I think the most important thing that I learned and experienced there is meeting a lot of people from all aspects of filmmaking and distributing and press, and that helped me with many other projects, if it was documentary or any other film-related topic.